Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture. And in this lecture we are going to talk about the licensing. And the topic is going to be licensing on Checkpoint Firewall. Now this is going to be a brief introduction on the licensing on Checkpoint Firewalls. Later on Biswajit is going to take a deep dive section wherein he is going to discuss the various types of licensing models. And if I talk about the licensing in a brief manner, we do have two types of licensing. One is the central licensing model, and the second one, so this is the first one, and the second one is the individual licensing. Now in the central licensing model, what happens, as it says, it's centrally managed. So this is installed on the SMS. Now all the licenses will be attached. So the you can say all the licenses will be attached to the IP address of the SMS, right? And then from the SMS you can attach or detach the licenses accordingly onto the managed gateways. So this model is basically more flexible in the sense, now if you look at the individual licensing, what happens, you will attach uh, the uh, the licenses here directly on the IP address of the gateways. Right? What will happen here is, if tomorrow your IP address of the gateway changes, then you will have a problem reassigning the license onto the new IP address, right? But while in the case where you have the central licensing, you can just simply detach that license, change the IP address of that gateway, and then again attach back the license on the gateway. Now to manage this licensing and all, you have a separate application inside the smart console, which is called the smart update. Yeah, so while we are working on the labs, the best part is that you get a plug and play license from Checkpoint. So the license used in the lab is called plug and play license, which is basically valid for 15 days. And you can also use the same license. Apart from that, you do have the evaluation license, which is valid for 30 days. And another one would be your perpetual license, which is like, you can say, lifetime license. Once you activate this, it is there for the device for lifetime, right? And then you have the subscription based license. So how this subscription based license works is, it works on the per blade wise, right? So you have the, for example, you have the anti bot blade, you have a separate license for that, you activate that license for that particular device. Or you have the URL filtering, right? URL filtering blade, you activate, you purchase the license for that particular blade and you activate it, and so on and so forth, right? So that is the a brief overview of the licensing. Let's move on to the console and let's activate the plug and play license, which is of 15 days for our lab, and also I'll walk through the different options that you have in the smart update and how to locate this application of smart update, right? So let me move on to my smart console, which is here, and this is the log from the previous lab. Now to open the smart console or the smart update, basically we are inside the smart console. If you go into the gateways, let me show you this. You can see right now it's not activated. Now to open the smart update, you click on this burger sign here, and then you go to the manage and license package and click on OK here. This will basically open the smart update. Yeah, it says manage and licensing, so you click on that and this will basically open the smart update client. Now here you see the package management, package repository, license and contract repository, everything here. Now you can go to license and contracts here, and then right click here and get the license here. Now you can see the trial license is already activated. If you see get license, now this will basically expire in on 16th of November. So this is already kind of activated the plug and play license. And on the checkpoint, if I do the same thing, I can say the get license, and if it's not already activated, this will be activated, the plug and play. So for this one, it's already activated. Now if you want to attach a license, if you click on this, uh, you have the repository here. I think this one is the license repository. Yeah, it is already enabled, so it should be like this. Now you want to see the repository, what all license you have. So in our case, we don't have any type of license because we don't have the evaluation, we don't have the subscription based, we don't have the perpetual, right? But in case if you had some, it would be shown here, and then from here you could right click and add license. I mean, once you have it, this is how to add it. Like once you have it, you can just click on here, attach license, and then basically select the license, but you don't have right now, right? Now in order to add the license, you have to right click here, add license, and then you have three ways to add the license. Either you log into the user center from here, and second one is that you download a file from the user center and upload it here, and then you have the manual uh, option as well. You just enter the details of the license, and then you go on and right click on that license and attach, or right click on that firewall and attach here as well. Now to detach, you can also have the option to detach the license, and that is how you do the firewall, I mean the license update, and detach and attach procedures from the smart update client. Now you do have these three options here as well: the add license from the user center, add license from the manual, I mean manually, and as well as license from the file. So you do have these three options as well here. Yeah, so that's all I want to show here in the license and contracts. And if you go to package management, if you want to pull the latest packages, you can also right click on that SMS or the checkpoint firewall and get data here. So you will see all the blades that are enabled, or the license. If you have perpetual, if you have subscription, it will show you here. If I mean get the uh, data from the checkpoint as well. Let's wait. It's getting the data. Now you can see here. Yeah, so you have the data from the checkpoint gateway as well. Now you can move on to the license and contracts, and then you can manage the license as well. So yeah, so that's all for this section. Now if you see here, it's still showing not activated. That is the that is because of the reason that we are using the plug and play license, and that will eventually expire after 15 days. And if you use a evaluation license or any other type of license, then only this status will be shown as activated, right? So don't worry if you see this as not activated once you are using the plug and play. Now if you go here and if you have not seen the prompt which says wait a sec, which says once you open the update, smart update, because this plug and play license will also apply to the smart console as well. So from the day you start the lab, from there until the next 15 days, you will be able to use this product, right? So this applies to both the SMS as well as the gateway. Okay. Also, if you click on this not activated sign here, and it will take you to this device and license information of that particular gateway or the SMS. Now it will show you all the license status, right? I mean the blades, whether they are available to use or not, and the expiration date. So you can see with the plug and play license, you can try all the blades for the first 15 days, right? So I mean that's a really handy thing that the checkpoint is providing, so that you can experience the features of the next gen firewall, right? So that's how you can check the status of your licensing and all. If the same thing works on the SMS as well. So if I click on the SMS and if I click on the not activated sign here, it will open the same device and license information, and the same thing goes here, because on the SMS you will not have the blades that you have on the firewall, right? So you can see you can have the monitoring, can have the smart event compliance and logging and status, which is already, these two are activated. You can activate these three as well. Yeah, so that's all for the licensing and update section, right? So see you in the next video. Bye bye.